Okay, welcome to week 2. So for this week, we're going to be progressing on what you learned in week 1. So we'll be using some similar movements, but we'll also be taking them up a little notch as well. So when you're ready, we're going to start with our warm-up. We're going to start with some roll downs today. So bringing your feet just a comfortable distance apart, around hip distance, maybe just a bit apart. Hands can come onto the thighs, and we're going to drop our chin to chest, rounding through the spine, dropping down towards the ground, just coming down as low as you can, and then slowly restacking the spine, coming all the way back up. So you stand tall, roll those shoulders back. Then we'll go again, chin to chest round, we're coming all the way down. And then slowly restacking all the way back. As you stand tall, rolling those shoulders back. All right, let's go for 2 more. Chin to chest. And just coming down as far as you can. Restack all the way back up tall. And 1 more. Chin to chest. Coming down. Restacking. Back up tall. Rolling those shoulders back. Beautiful. All right, we're going to move into our twist. So we'll lift those arms up to a T. We're going to twist to the left first. So we're going to come around and then back in the opposite direction. We're going to look to those fingertips that go behind. Now, you can opt to stay with this, or you can add in your pulse like we did last week, where we twist, we pulse 1, 2, and then other side, pulse 1, 2. And let's continue here, pulse 1, 2, and pulse 1, 2. We're going to go for 2 more each side, pulse 1, 2, and pulse 1, 2. 1 more each side. 1, 2, and twist and pulse 1, 2. And then dropping those arms down by your side. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go into our standing saw. So we want to walk those legs out. Okay, so we don't want to do the full splits, but we're getting those legs a fair distance apart. We're going to lift those arms back up to a T, and we're going to think right hand towards left ankle first. So we're going to drop down and we're going to saw 1, 2, 3, and then lifting back up tall. Then we go to the other side. We drop down 1, 2, 3, and lifting back up. So we're aiming towards sawing off our ankle, but if your hand isn't coming to your ankle, that's okay. You're just going in that direction. We drop down 1, 2, 3, lifting back up, dropping down 1, 2, 3. We're going to go for about 2 more on each side. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we've got last ones on each side. 1, 2, 3. Lift, and 1, 2, 3, and lift. Beautiful. Bring those arms back down. We're going to walk the legs back in together. Okay, so we're going to come down onto the mat now. So we want to come down onto our bum. So just about middle of your mat, dropping yourself down onto the mat. Okay, so last week we were working on those rollbacks, but we're going to progress them a little bit today. So what we're going to do is start with our feet planted into our mat. Tall through the spine, bringing those arms up in front. From here, we're going to drop our chin to chest and lean back. And then we sit back up tall. We come back and back up tall. So this is your first progression, and if this is challenging for you today, feel free to stick with this one. What we're going to move into next is a leg lift. So we're going to be leaning back, hovering one leg up into a tabletop position. As we sit back up tall, we drop that foot. And we're going to go to the other side. Leaning back, lift, back up tall. Dropping that chin to chest as we lean back. Doing really well. We have another 15 seconds here. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting back up. Beautiful work. All right, so we're going to come into our hip bridges now. So we're going to lay down onto our back. Hands are going to be down by our side, and we can walk those feet in just a little bit closer towards our bum. Beautiful. So knees can just be about hip distance apart here, feet about hip distance apart. We're going to send those hips up and down. So we're going to peel the bum away from the mat, lifting up, and then slowly dropping it back down. Lifting the bum up, slowly coming back down. Coming up and down. Doing really well here. So we are going to keep going, lifting up and down. We've got another 20 seconds, and then we're going to be holding and going into some pulses. All right, let's go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're going to hold those hips up in 3, 2, and last one, get those hips up nice and high. Okay, we're going to pulse it now. So we're going to drop that bum down halfway, push back up, halfway, pulse back up. All right, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, coming all the way back down. Nice work. Rock those knees or hug them in, whatever feels good. That was a nice little burn. Okay, so we're going to be moving into our toe taps. So similar to what we did last week, but we are going to be progressing this one today. Okay, so when you're ready, we are going to lift both legs up into tabletop position. All right, so we're pointing those toes. We're going to lower one leg down, toe tap, and lift back up. And toe tap, lift back up. So whilst we're here, we're thinking about pressing the back of the waistband down into the mat. Toe tap and toe tap. Okay, so if you want to continue here, you absolutely can, but I am going to give you one more option today. And this one is going to be taking our leg long. So when you're ready, we come back up into that tabletop, and we're going to take our right leg long, and then we're going to bring it back in, and then left leg long, bring it back in. Now a challenge here is just to take that leg out long, but also lower it towards the ground. So you might come down a little way, you might come right down towards the ground. Keep pressing the back of the waistband down into the mat. We're going for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those knees back into your chest or dropping the feet down, whatever feels good here. Okay, so we're going to move into our ab curl next. So we're going to bring those hands up behind the head, interlace those fingers behind the head. And as we lift up, we're bringing our chin to chest and coming up, and then slowly lowering yourself back down onto the mat. Chin to chest, we lift up, slowly coming back down onto the mat. Beautiful, that's it. So if you did want to take it up a notch, what you could opt to do is come down even slower, really slow, dropping down onto the mat. Let's get a little extra burn. We have 20 seconds to go here. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back down. Have a little breather. Okay, we're going to move into a bit of oblique work again. So very similar to last week, but we are going to progress those moves. So we started last week with feet planted into the mat, and we're going to bring opposite elbow to knee. So we lift up and then dropping back down. Lifting up and dropping back down. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of progressions here. So we now have that option of lifting the legs up into tabletop, just like we did last week. And then we bring elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Beautiful. All right, if you would like to take the opposite leg long as you bring elbow to knee, you can. And we're just going to go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down. So we're going to roll over onto our side now. So coming on over, it's going to shuffle down a little bit on the mat. Okay, so you can either support your head with your hand or rest your head down onto your arm, so whatever's more comfortable for you. All right, from here, we're going to do our lifts and lowers first. So we're taking a little bend into both knees, taking that top leg long. We're going to then lift the leg up and lower it back down. Lift it up and lower it back down. Beautiful work. Okay, so that top hand is just into the mat to give us a little extra support, but you could also opt to bring it up onto your hip or up behind your head. Okay, we're going to go for the next 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that leg back to hip height. Okay, remember those rainbows we did last week? We're going to do those again. So we're going to bring that leg in front and then big up and over, all the way back. So big rainbow here, up and over and all the way back. Now that top hand can still either be down to the mat, onto the hip, or up behind the head. Okay, so your rainbow might look like a little rainbow. It might look like a big rainbow, whatever works for you. And I guarantee, regardless the size rainbow that you're drawing, it's going to be burning. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that leg back down. Smack out that glute if you need to. Okay, but we're not done yet. We're going to be moving into some clams this week. So we want a nice deep bend into those knees, and we're going to go for more an open leg clam. So from here, we're going to lift the knee and toes apart and then coming back down. We open and close. Open and close. That's it. Now again, top hand, if you feel like you're a little wobbly, just bring that hand down. That's just going to help support you. Or try and bring it up behind the head. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Closing that clam. Smack out the glute if you need. It's burning. All right, we are going to come over onto our hands and knees now. If you do feel like you need a quick little child's pose, feel free just to sink back into it, take a little stretch out, and then when you're ready, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. Okay, so we're onto our hands and knees here. So a couple of options, especially if you do suffer with a lot of wrist pain, you can always drop down onto your forearms, or like Katie is doing right now, she's dropping down onto a bolster. You could use a pillow, you could use a big rolled up blanket or some yoga blocks, or we've got our hands under our shoulders. All right, so it's very similar to last week, but we are going to be changing it up. We're going to take the right leg long, pointing those toes to the wall behind. We're going to come into a crunch. We're going to bring our knee towards our nose. And then we're going to go all the way back out long again, and then bring the leg all the way down. And then we'll swap sides. So we take the left leg out, and we crunch, bring the knee towards the nose, back out long, and down. We go long, opposite leg, crunch, long, and back down. So just alternating each time. Really think about pointing those toes all the way to the wall behind when you take that leg long. So in a moment, we're going to add in a progression. So we'll take long, crunch, long, and down. All right, so if you'd like to opt to take the opposite arm long, we're gonna add in, that in. So we're gonna start with, we'll start with left hand, right leg. So we take left hand, right leg long. Then we come into our crunch. This time we're gonna bring our elbow towards knee. We're gonna come back out long and then drop everything back down. We swap sides. We go long, elbow towards knee, back out long, and down. So we want to think about the elbow going in the direction of the knee. Okay, if they don't touch, that's okay. We're just going in the direction, bringing them towards each other. Crunch, long, and down. We're going to go for another 20 seconds here. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down. If you like to take that child's pose, sink the hips back, reach those hands forward, give the wrists a little roll out there as well. Okay, so next we're going to be moving into those knee hovers. So we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to be lifting those knees up off the mat and then lowering them back down. So we lift up and lower back down. Let's try and keep this movement nice and controlled. So think up, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, down, 1, 2. All right, so we're going to be working towards a hold in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next one, we lift up and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, untuck those toes. Press back, roll or shake out those wrists if you need to. And we are going to roll over to do the other side now. Whew. So you can either just turn straight over or flip yourself around. Okay, so either supporting your head or resting your head down onto your arm, whatever you're more comfortable with. From here, we are going to go for our leg lift and lower. Taking that leg long, we lift up and down, up and down, up and down. Beautiful work, that's it. Okay, now with that top hand, we can have it down in front. We could also have it up on our hip, or behind the head. Good job, let's keep going here. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to hip height, rainbow, all the way in front, all the way back, all the way in front, all the way back. Doing a good job. I get really smiley when it starts to burn, so get a bit giggly as well. All right, doing really well. We're gonna go for another 10. Big rainbows, little rainbows, whatever rainbows you are doing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lucky last. Coming all the way down. Ooh, smack out that glute if you need to. Beautiful work. We are going to move into our clams next. So when you're ready, we've got that bend into the knees. Hand can be in front, hip or head, wherever you need it to be. Open and close. So we bring the knees and the feet apart. Good job. Glutes should be absolutely burning by now. Open and close, open and close. All right, we're going to be moving here for another 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, massage out that glute. Nice work. All right, guess what? We're up to our last exercise. So we're going to roll over onto our back and we're going to get set up for the hundreds. Whew. Need a breather. Okay, so hundreds, what are we going to work to?
50, but were they? I don't really know.
You're counting for like 50 seconds, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we'll go for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so getting set up for our hundreds. We're going to lift our legs into tabletop. We're going to bring our arms long and hover them up off the mat, and then bring your chin to chest. We're gonna start pulsing those arms, beating those arms up and down. Beautiful, that's it. So we're gonna be going for the next 60 seconds here, pulsing those arms. All right, so this is one option. If you'd like to take it up a notch, take the toes up to the sky. Let's press the back of the waistband down into the mat. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing really well. We're about halfway now. If you'd like to start to lower the legs down a little bit, you can here as well. Ooh, that's burning. Keep beating those arms. We breathe in for 5 beats, out for 5 beats. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 10 seconds here. Keep going strong. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Pull those knees in. Have a little rock, whatever feels good. All right, we are going to cool down now. Best part of the class. So we're going to come up to a seated position. We're going to come into our spine stretch. So we're going to take those legs nice and wide. Toes are pointing up to the sky, hands come down in front, chin to chest, and we're just going to press forward and come into a hold. So just coming down as low as you can. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back up. Right, we're going to move into mermaid now. So we're going to bring our right leg in front of us, so bending that knee, and then take your left leg back like so. Now, if this position is just really not comfortable for you, you could also opt to keep that left leg long, okay? So we're going to lift those arms to a T. We're going to come down onto the right forearm, rainbow that left arm up and over, reach those fingertips over towards the wall, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up and over to the other side, coming over with that arm. And again, we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's swap those legs around. Arms to a T, down we go, and over. Reach those fingertips over towards the wall. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up and over to the other side. And again, we're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to work our way back into child's pose now. So bring both arms up and over, flipping over onto the knees, sinking back into child's pose. We're going to come up into angry cat and then into our cobra, sinking the hips down, looking up towards the sky. Again, we'll just hold here for 10. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting back up into angry cat and into child's pose. So feel free to sink in here for as long as you'd like, but that is bringing us to the end of our class now.